Hi everyone. It's so random, like I only do tarot, but I don't know, I'm feeling like today to do a little bit of astrology and talk about the energy of Capricorn and Scorpio. These two energies are so fascinating to me for multiple reasons. Um, I know that I don't share about myself a lot. I'm Libra, Sun, but I have so much Scorpio, so it's like, you know, I like to I like to keep some space just for myself and not to really. But anyway, I have been lately, like in last few years, I have noticed that I came across like people who I had like tumultuous relationship, and not all relationships are romantic, different kind of relationships, but all of them, you know left a mark in my life because it was like so intense, and like it was just different. It was just something that helps creating memories in our life. It's like that kind of relationships. And believe it or not, all of them have heavy Capricornic placement. Not necessarily their sun Capricorn, but other placement, inner planets. So I kind of really got to experience Capricorn in a very intimate way. And I'm still experiencing, like I'm it's like, but I just wanted to share with you my understanding of these two energy, because I am Scorpio stellium, and most of the people that I'm talking about, all of them are somehow Capricorn stellium. And so no matter, irrespective of our sun sign, our stellium placement gonna dominate our overall energy. So I am very much scorpionic, even though I have like Libra sun, Aquarius rising, and lot of air placement, but air and fire. But I'm like, because of Scorpio stellium, I'm very scorpionic deep down. So not even maybe that deep, it may be very much visible. So anyway, so I was like thinking, like people I have noticed that people say that Capricorn and Scorpionic energy kind of goes together because they both are very methodical, very strategist, very invested, and kind of intense. Yes, absolutely, all of these are true. But it's the difference. I think there is a major difference. But I feel like every time Scorpionic energy comes with Capricornic energy, come across with a heavy Capricornic energy, or vice versa, I feel like they both gonna feel each other energy if they're in a real relationship. It doesn't matter romantic or anything. If something real substantial they have in that relationship, which I think, because both Capricorn and Scorpio, they just goof around. If they're having something, even it's just like not even that, I don't know. I feel like every relationship Scorpio and Capricorn, they're gonna put their time into, it's gonna be some kind of, it is important to them. If they're putting their time into it, if they're putting their emotional investment into it, for Capricorn it's maybe a more of a time investment and realistic investment. If they're doing any kind of investment, both sign, I don't think it's kind of some kind of blah blah relationship. So I really feel like when these two energy comes together, it has impact on each other, like a heavy impact, because they are so similar, at the same time they are so freaking different, and that's the difference is just mind boggling. And because of this difference, I think they both kind of go through kind of transformation. Every time Scorpio comes with a Capricorn, any kind of intense, intimate relationship, even if it is not physical, even if it's just emotional, like whatever way, if it has I think there is like a change gonna happen. They cannot see the world same way before and after the relationship. I can guarantee you that. I mean, Capricorn may try to hide that transformation. Capricorn may try to stay the way they used to, just because they might have a little bit of trust issue to understand or really rely on and kind of build upon this newfound energy. So Capricorn may take longer time to really embody that transformation, but Scorpio gonna do it immediately. Scorpio gonna embody the transformation as they're going through the relationship, because Scorpio is, and here is the another difference, like not difference, like yes, it is difference, but that's the whole point of understanding astrology. We are not understanding astrology so that we can pick our compatibility. That's not fun. If all Gemini gonna be with Gemini people, because that's where they really from, like most similarity gonna be. But that's like, what's the exploration? The whole point of, I feel like, this digging through this ancient knowledge, like astrology, tarot, or any kind of occult, is the thing that, so that we can overcome differences. We can accept differences and love beyond differences. I think that's the whole point. It's not astrology, nowadays in a popular culture, they make it like almost like a tool, because it's happened even fucking app. You have like app, you can compare where you are compatible with other or not. It's like almost like everything is like so robotic. A chart not gonna give you whether you are compatible, whether you are gonna gel with their energy. You have to gel with that energy. You have to let that energy come in your physical realm in order to really know that energy. Anyway, so it's not about compatibility. So differences is good, so that's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, so I feel like there's another difference. Okay, so where was I? Sometimes I get on something else. I was talking about this the transformations, right? So what happens, Scorpio thrives on transformation. Scorpio, if they thrives, and it is painful. We all are tired. Who has Scorpionic energy, what exhaustion is, and you felt it. But at the end of the day, we thrive on transformation. We thrive on emotional depth, and with that depth, it brings a lot of unsettling reality for ourselves, and that's sometimes very hard to process through, but Scorpio always process through those kind of things. Scorpio I never met a single Scorpio who tuck things under and never look at it. That's not, I feel like even they want to do that, they are going to wake up in the middle of the night just to look at it. I feel like there is like a inner hunger for that. So Scorpio thrives on transformation. So Scorpio gonna do that while they're having this relationship, right? If something that doesn't sit well with Scorpio gonna dig deep and really gonna get to the bottom and through that going to the bottom, they're gonna change, right? But Capricorn, I feel like they are very deep sighing, don't take me wrong. But I feel like because Capricorn has this, they are, they're their own enemy. Let me tell you that. I mean, Scorpio can be that way too, but Scorpio kind of accept themselves more than Capricorn does. And I have noticed that. I feel like Scorpio is more comfortable in their own skin than Capricorn is. And you know why? Because Capricorn, it doesn't matter why, because there is all rule. It's different from person to person. I cannot generalize and put a canopy over everything, but I really feel that Capricorn feel it's very hard for Capricorn to see things from another perspective. I know you are going to say that's absolutely wrong. Let me explain. Capricorn understand. Capricorn is a very spiritual sign. Capricorn understand that there is different modality, especially as we are getting more into the ancient knowledge of elements and modality and chakras and all these different kind of things. It is, but Capricorn understand that. Capricorn do understand that there is different modality to exist. One can be extremely practical and that's the way of living. Another can be extremely impractical and they still can have their own living. But they understand that in their mind, but it's very hard for Capricorn to implement that in action because their body, because it's an earth sign, their body is attached. Almost it feels like subconsciously they cultivate structure that has been there, that has some kind of establishment. It's very hard for them to just go on a fly. It's very hard for them to accept something newly born because in their mind they somehow feel that anything that is substantial has to be built over time in order to get the legitimate credit of existence. And so when some kind of even though Capricorn understand that people love differently, people feel differently, but it's very hard for them to ignore practicality. They feel like, okay, that's all good, but tomorrow I have to go to work and I need to and I need to do this project well so that I can there is always some kind of goal. So it's like, how to explain this? So this is like their actual physical body cannot leave the practical sense of being. And that doesn't mean that Capricorn thinks that spirituality is just BS. I think Capricorn understands spirituality very, very well. Capricorn understand all this. Capricorn understand poetry. Capricorn represent music. Can you believe that music is one of the modality, one of the rarest modality of our expression, which is absolute sense of feelings, which is also poetry. Capricorn love those kind of things. Most of the musicians are, believe it or not, have a strong Capricornic placement, and they are amazing writer when it comes to writing music and everything. So they understand that, but somehow that's why Capricorn they become different person in their later ages, because it takes a long time for them to really embody change. That's so true. It's like a really embodied change. It's not that they don't value change. It's not that they don't respect your new idea. They understand all this different spectrum of being, but somehow their survival instinct is so on point because they are earthy. Just imagine, any kind of earthy animal, they are earth sign. So that means they're pulsating with the vibration of the earth, which is soil, which is solid, which is it's not airy, it's not water, it's not you see that imagine when you think about soil, it's like the energy changes. All elements have different energy. So because it feels like it takes a long time, that's why it's ruled by Saturn. Because of this is Saturn, Capricorn, that's why it's like a silent rebel. Actually, Capricorn works towards what they think needs to be changed. Capricorn is a very purposeful sign. Anyway, I'm going a lot with Capricorn. Let me get back to Scorpio. So that is so Scorpio, so when Scorpio goes through transformation, it's very easy for Scorpio to accept transformation because Scorpio thrives on change. But it's very hard for Capricorn to really truly embody that. And Scorpio is so intuitive. Scorpio wants Capricorn to be truly, soulfully accepted. And Capricorn is like, okay, I'm not ready. I see the spirit in it. I see the spiritual potential in it. I see the spiritual truth in it. But I am not ready to execute that in my day-to-day practical based activities. Incorporate that idea because I need to deconstruct first in order to incorporate anything that threatens my current foundation. I'm not ready. I'm not saying I'm not going to do it. I'm not saying that I am, that's what happened in relationship also, like Capricorn and Scorpio. This is the thing. It's like it's not like they both see the same thing, but the way they want to go about it is so different. Because Scorpio is like in Scorpio brains, they don't understand that why Capricorn says, they do understand, but again, it's like they mirror each other. Scorpio understands Capricorn struggle, but they cannot embody that struggle in their own life because in Scorpio's mind, Scorpio is like, I see, if you see my soul, how hard it is to communicate with my soul. Why do you have to go through this facade of norms and facade of, etiquettes, facade of some kind of different language that is not aligning with our soul? If you are hearing me, my soul talking, reply me with your soul talking. Why you are replying me with your just bodily mouth moving but soul is collapsed? Scorpio argument is that Capricorn is saying, yes, I recognize that our soul is connected, but our soul is a soul, but I have a body and I need to take care of this body in this material world, and there is some rules and policy around this material world. So if I feel that I will be threatened and I will be in a compromise situation, if I embody that idea or the soul truth immediately, I will not do that. I will make, and that's why Capricorn is a cardinal energy. They start things, they build the society. Capricorn build the society. Capricorn is the society. So Capricorn said, okay, I'm going to build something which will make me feel unthreatened so that I can actually unleash my soul. But I'm not going to do it if I feel threatened by my immediate reality, material reality. Scorpio doesn't understand that. Because Scorpio is saying, how can you value your material reality over soul? Soul is everything. How hard it is to rhyme with your soul. That's and this argument can go for ages and ages and no one can win. Seriously, it's just a different way of looking at life. And that's what the Capricorn and Scorpio difference, I feel like, is. Even though they all are working, it's not a difference. It's just Capricorn may take forever to really embody that. And even when they are going to embody it, they are going to try to tame the spiritual passion, which is absolute important for Scorpio. Capricorn going to be very passionate when it comes to sexuality, but when it comes to emotional passion, Capricorn going to tame that. Even when they're going to show them their soul to you, they are going to try to tame the emotional passion, emotional intimacy. And they're going to show that it's not that they are not intimate, but they are not going to let it flow like the way Scorpio imagine soul flows, without any boundary, without any, not boundary, without any obstacle. There is some kind of smoothness to that sailing. But Capricorn gonna try to create a little bit of boundary around their emotional expression, and that can Scorpio need to understand that. Scorpio need to understand that if they really want to work together, Scorpio really needs to accept Capricorn like Capricorn is accepting Scorpio. If Capricorn is working towards it to open up to their soul and to, so that Scorpio can see it, that's a work. So Capricorn is doing work. That may look like, oh, Capricorn is so cold and they're just doing work and all that, but they're working towards something that is actually driven by the other person motive or intention. So that's how Capricorn shows love. And it doesn't really, in our culture, it feels like, oh, Capricorn just workaholic, but they never really work for just work. Capricorn always driven by some kind of motive, and most of the time it comes from this deep sense of admiration and this sense of devotion to the other person, but they express it in through work, not through emotion. So any kind of fiery and water sign, it would be very difficult to understand their love language. So even though people say that Scorpio and Capricorn is so similar, but it's also so different. But that's the fun, right? We understand, we open up, and it's a struggle. Difference is always a struggle, but there is a beauty in struggle. There is if the water is constantly calm, no movement, yes, there is a calmness, but what that calmness can produce after a while is only gonna breed fucking mosquitoes, because there is no movement. So I feel like we underestimate chaos, we underestimate movement, and we are looking for some kind of serenity, which is still and all that. But everything has to be there, right? G-wise. So I really feel like that's the core difference, like if Scorpio can, if Scorpio needs to understand that, soul, that everybody has their own way of living life. Scorpio can be very controlling. Like controlling not means like a material control, like Capricorn, oh, do this my way. Scorpio is more of a, like control is like how to feel. Scorpio can do that, not do that they hold that expectation that others people gonna feel with the same intensity, with the same frequency, because that gives so much of pleasure. Like when two frequency really set with each other, just correct, oh my god, nothing is more pleasurable than that. So Scorpio looks for that pleasure, because Scorpio, opposite of Taurus, is driven by pleasure, but it's just different sorts of pleasure that they seek for. So Scorpio really need to understand Capricornic way of getting into the something. And if Capricorn tame their emotion, still show their soul, Scorpio should understand that modality. If Scorpio is so hung up on like flow, yes, it's like a personal choice. Maybe flow is the ultimate truth for you, but for others, maybe it's a staccato. Do you know this kind of dance movement? There is like a chaos, stillness. I don't remember the 5 rhythm. It's like a 5 rhythm I heard couple of years ago through my friend. It's really interesting. So yeah, we all kind of vibe with different rhythm. So we need to open up to each other rhythm in a way and try to understand where the differences is. If we really want to connect with each other beyond differences, I feel like that's where collectively we are seeking, intellectually we are visioning. But how to do that in our bodily existence, that's very difficult to do. And we can just anyway, I don't know, I hope you get something out of it. And all right, I will talk to you later.